Okay, so now that I'm at a coffee shop, finally I will be stagnant for quite a while. Okay, so let's start us off by EJ. Let's do EJ. You guys voted on EJ. Excuse me. I have my cell zone. Oops. My pen just died. My pen just died. Perfect. This is perfect. Anyway, so we have the current price in our cell zone. Why is it a cell zone? Why did I mark this as a cell zone? I use this as an engulfing buy. Again, doji candles are very subjective, but to give zonings and everything, I have to be able to justify it. Meaning, I can use this as an engulfing buy because I can see that the price is also playing around this area. And when I have this wick that went through my key level, I also know that it gives me another shot or another, how do you say, another checklist that I can add that justifies me using this engulfing. Okay, so an engulfing buy that failed, price came back, has yet to create any engulfing cells, but now it tested the key level, respected, and now the current price is over here. Okay, then my buy zone, an engulfing cell that failed. So what can EJ do? Since my pen died, my Apple Pen died, I won't be able to do a screenshot and draw it for you, but if it closes within the zone, if you are a low risk trader and you want to wait for the H4 to close, then wait for the H4 to close first, because if it decides to respect this zone, then potentially we can catch a sell down. But if the H4 decides to break above, then we can try to find a buy back up when it retraces back into the key level. Okay, but if you have a higher risk appetite and you want to trade during this Euro session, you can switch down to M5 or M15, meaning by the time I go down now, right, M5 or M15, and you look for any setups that you can see that is a sell. So like I said, and then engulfing meets engulfing, EFEGs, ABCs, all of those things, wait for it to form first in the smaller time frame before pressing anything. If you cannot find anything in M15, then switch down to M5, okay? So that is for EJ. Now we go to GJ, a very popular pair with you guys, which is also a pair that I love when I get it right. Can I get Coke, please? Yes, Coke. One Coke.
Sorry, we only have Pepsi and 7-Up.
Oh, Pepsi is okay then.
Yes, Pepsi.
Thank you. I need sugar. Anyway, cell zone up here, an engulfing cell meets an engulfing cell. Then the key level was respected and the zone was respected. For my buy zone, an engulfing cell that failed. Tapped into the key level, very sharp, the buyers activated and pushed the price up. Okay, so current price is very close to this. Even though the zones look very close to each other, mind you, this is GJ. So from key level to key level, that's already more than 100 pips. Okay, so I will wait for it to either come into my sell zone or my buy zone before I start looking for any setups. Okay, I will not be trading in this black zone because this is very dangerous and I don't want to gamble. Okay, so again, if it comes into my sell zone and respects it, meaning H4 does not close above, then I will try to find a sell down. But once it does close above and if I'm in a position, I will just cut or I will respect my SL, which I usually place it at 40 pips. Okay, I always say after you have entered a trade, to help manage your account and manage your losses, always place your SL, and the SL that I use a lot is 40 pips. Okay, now if it decides to just drop into my buy zone, if it decides to drop into my buy zone and respects it, again, H4 does not close below, then I can try to find a buy back up. But if it breaks below, then we look for a sell instead in the key level. But always wait for H4 to break first if you want to use the key level for the opposite direction. Okay? But as long as it respects the zone, then you can use the key level to go in that direction that you anticipated in the first place. Okay? Again, entries and confirmations go to M5 or M15 since we marked H4. Oh no, this is so loud. H4 paired with M5 or M15, and for your SL, 40 pips. Okay, and last but not least, GU. Okay, GU is currently traveling in the black zone. Now, I wanted to close below this engulfing buy because I wanted to tap into my buy zone over here rather than just flying or traveling over here. Okay, my buy zone is an engulfing cell that failed, and price just respected there. We we have multiple engulfing buys over here, so I know that the buyers over here are quite strong. But I wanted to close below this engulfing sell first for it to be able to drop down even further and into our key level before I decide to press anything for a buy. Okay? Then my sell zone and engulfing sell meets an engulfing sell. So GU, if it decides to drop into my buy zone, H4 closing within, and it creates buy setups, then I can press a buy from the key level. If H4 breaks down below, meaning it closes below the zone, then there's a potential it can drop down even further or test a lower zone, which we have over here, right? We see it has to close below these wicks because these are the buyer's homes before it can test anything down even under, okay? And if it decides to come up into our sell zone, again, if H4 still respects it, meaning it does not close above, then we can try to find a sell back down. But if it breaks above, there's a potential it might want to test a higher area, which could be this engulfing buy meets an engulfing sell, right? Buy, failed, sell. Okay, so that's for the 3 pairs. Again, I will wait for the H4 to close, and since GBP, we do have high impact news later in the evening, or in this afternoon, actually it's 4:30 in a few hours. I'll wait for the news to release first for GBP pairs before I press anything. Okay, so that's it for the 3 pairs. Trade smart, trade wise, and manage your accounts. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.